It's been more than 1.5 years when Bali have no international visitors, no international tourists coming. Unfortunately, when most of the world is slowly opening up since the past few weeks, in Bali we still have situations like this. Empty huge restaurants, empty hotels. Harsh reality of Bali without the tourists, part 3. And yes, we have a part 2 and part 1. Today I'm in Benoa, Nusa. Benoa is the second part of the Nusa outside the BTDC closed complex. This area is more similar to Sanur. It's so many 4 and 5 star hotels, even 3 sometimes. And so many local shops, warungs, massage shops and restaurants, stuff like this. So you can enjoy your holiday in Nusa with the beautiful beach, but also enjoying the local vibe. Unfortunately, this area is one of the most deserted just after Kuta in Bali, and I think it's worth to show you. Benoa is also famous for the water sports. Unfortunately, most of them, they are closed already for 1.5 years, maybe even they went into bankruptcy, because water sports are most popular through Chinese tourists and also foreigners, but especially Chinese. Unfortunately, local domestic Indonesian people, they don't really do the water sports. And well, on this part of the Benoa, most of the shops are closed. I will show you now. Here, even Starbucks, it's closed. That's not the best sign. And back to the other side of the street, massage shops and everything here unfortunately remains closed and is also deserted for longer time. As you also hear Chinese words, the business prepared for the Chinese. All the tourist attractions, tours, massages, look at this one. It looks pretty sad. There was like a spa or something like this. Polo is not existent. It's not much even to talk about. Some of the buildings here already the nature is taking apart. Unfortunately, this is the real harsh reality of Bali without the tourists. This is not the clickbait, because you can see and you can confirm as this is true. Here even the Coco Mart, which is the second or third biggest brand of the mini marts in Bali, went into bankruptcy. It's totally closed. This guy trying to do some business. I don't know what he's. I just moved a little bit further, but the victim, like this place, it's totally abandoned, and also the street doesn't look much optimistic. Some local people at the front behind me is Grand Mirage Hotel, 5-star hotel for all inclusive. Unfortunately, it's closed for 1.5 years, and we don't know when it will be open, and it's completely no point for the hotel like this to open again the offer for all inclusive, because there is no people and they have like 300, 400, 500 rooms. Another Coco shop, nothing left. And well, here was the few warungs selling the merchandise, and also a few shops like Apollo, obviously, and also the restaurants when you could jump out from the hotel and having a lunch or live music. Many things like this was here. Hold on, there are still clothes in the Polo shop actually. Check this out. Yeah, they are still. Everything left inside. This is not taken out. Somebody asked me for that last time. And this warung here was very famous for the live music and the food. But, well, it's the reality like this. Unfortunately, look at this. It's totally left apart. Even if they want to open this place, because obviously one day they will need to open, you need to invest a lot of money to do the general refurbishment, because obviously it's everything falling apart and the nature is taking, and it's like you need to do something, but for that you need money, and for doing this, to have money you need tourists, and this is like a really, really hard thing to do. Well, this is another example of the places. Yeah, so many, and this is even sad to walk here, to be honest. Just arrived to the Benoa beach, public beach. Just behind me is the BTDC closed complex of Nusa. This is the open to public to everyone. Actually, the booth open to public, but sometimes they have rights to close. This is complicated to explain. However, this beach is literally empty. And the vibe here is very similar to Sanur, the boats, fisherman boats, and the gazebos at the back. So it's very similar. I will show you the hotels now around. Also, if you stay in Benoa, you can always come back to the hotel. I mean, somewhere between gap where is the hotel, find the warung like this and take go fishing or diving or do other water sports for the more local price. And just at the front is the first of the hotels in Benoa. It's called Sol Benoa. Well, first hotel, Sol Benoa, all inclusive. They take a maintenance from of the gardens, but everything here unfortunately remains closed still. But maybe a second wing is open, but I don't think so. And just to this is Anova Hotel. It's called Bali Tropic Resort and Spa. A lot of stories about this place. It's local owned, all inclusive, very popular through Polish people. Unfortunately, totally closed. Huge restaurant for all inclusive, supposed to be full of people eating, drinking and enjoying their time. But these hotels, they are private owned. I think this hotel is even owned by the Balinese people, but maybe I'm wrong, but I think so. And these hotels, unfortunately, they was based on the big agents, travel agents, and mostly from Europe, like Polish agency. During the high season, they was sending the full charter of planes, like 150 to 200 people from Poland, all inclusive, 100 rooms straightforward, taken by just the one group of Polish people or German people, French people, Dutch people. Unfortunately, this is not possible right now of any kind. And this is very sad and very hard for the local owned hotels in Bali to compare to the big brands. Somebody will comment as I'm making a clickbait with saying it's harsh reality, but if this is not harsh reality, I don't know what is it. You can comment below. Yo, hello, how are you guys? All good, yeah? You staying here?
No, you, where?
No, me not staying, me showing empty hotel only. How many people stay in your hotel?
Right now?
Yeah.
Only one room.
Seriously?
Yes.
Manager? The owner?
No. We have a guest from Russia.
Okay. But that's it, one. And how many rooms in total?
Totally, we have 150.
Okay. So that's...
If you want to stay here, we have a good price for you.
Really, how much?
A night that's 750, including the breakfast.
Oh my god, all inclusive, no?
No.
There will be long time no all inclusive, right?
Right. Starting the virus.
Yeah. Unfortunately, right? Here is the little bit dodgy looking corner. Usually supposed to be the warungs, and here is the land. Empty land for the hotel. Nobody ever bought this, but now probably because of nobody is here, it looks scary, I could say. Here are some water sports and diving company. They're gonna take out something from the ocean. Well, deserted. They are open here for luck. Hello. But nothing. Here is the Anova Hotel. It's called Royal Santrian. The same owners as Sanur, Puri Santrian and Gria Santrian and Villa Shanti. Premium luxury hotel here in Benoa. It's about $500 plus per night. Unfortunately, it's open. I mean, fortunately it's open, but I don't see anyone around. And well, I just wanted to talk a little bit about as the private hotels like this one. What I have spoke with the workers there. Only one Russian couple staying in one room for 150 rooms in total. And this is pretty sad. I cannot even imagine how the owner must feel to owning this hotel as is local. And hotels in Bali, they are like two groups of hotels. They are owned privately, like the smaller hotel, like 100, 200 rooms. And they are usually older hotels and having the local brand. Or they are hotels who are owned by the also Indonesian people, local people, but they franchise brand, like a corporation brand, like a Marriott, Hyatt, or Intercontinental. It's called UHGH, something like that. And these hotels, they have a different budget because they obviously sponsored by the hotels what they have in different countries, like American hotels of Marriott Group, of Hyatt Group. They are performing pretty well nowadays when American people start to travel a lot, so they can pay the operational cost of these hotels in Bali even nobody is staying here. What a corporate like Marriott or Hyatt, they have a different budget for it. But the small businesses like small hotels or even small restaurants, warungs on the street, what you saw at the beginning of the video, they will have really super difficult to survive this. Unbelievable. Sorry, that was actually Holiday Inn hotel and it's unfortunately closed. I think next door is the Conrad Hotel. I'm heading there now. Between the gap is the Benoa villas and spas, but well, you can feel what I feel. It's not even hard to make a comment because it's sad. Hello! Selamat sore! The warung here and the gate to the, what's the name of the hotel? Conrad Bali. I think Conrad Bali will be open. This is one of the best hotels in the Benoa. It's pretty big and it's pretty nice, and they have also nice promenade here, and the promenade here looks very similar to the promenade in Sanur. Hotel is open, but I see they have a lack of the water in the swimming pool, and yeah, but there are some guests staying. Also, the guy was joking, but I just realized, and I heard somewhere on social media, as mostly foreigners who staying in Nusa right now, they are Russians, but sometimes local people also. I mean, Benoa here. Meanwhile, I'm gonna show you a little bit of the hotel and promenade here. The beach very similar to Sanur, but with the difference that as nobody is around. Even this is public access. Yeah, they are like few people you can find in the hotel, definitely, and at least they are open. There will be even in Conrad some small special event, maybe birthday, something like that. There are some local tourists as the confirmation. Hello! Happy to see kids playing some local game. This is a little bit like a game from the Squid Game. Gumbo or something. Conrad is really pretty huge hotel. I think they are something around 500 rooms. Definitely the biggest hotel in Benoa, this part. It's could be in Nusa with this size, but maybe they have 20 rooms of occupancy, maybe, if they are lucky enough. As the conclusion, I could say, as everything seems like the big brands, big corporations, big companies will survive, and they will probably grow, and maybe they will buying out the private-owned smaller hotels in the future. But unfortunately, everything what is very local, local small restaurants, warungs, other businesses, even including small local hotels, they will struggle a lot until the mass tour is gonna come back to Bali. Well, quick shot of the beach here. Well, white, empty, clean, beautiful. That's it from today, and I will see you as always tomorrow. See ya.